Good morning, guys. This is Nuke coming at you with another morning watch list from Day Trading with Nuke. And we're going to keep it nice and simple today. We've got two main ones on the list, AMD and HD. I had to redo my watch list because I felt like an idiot. I hadn't woke up enough, and I was thinking HD was Harley Davidson and not Home Depot. So they had another glitch or two in the video, so I'm just remaking it. So sorry about that. This is a remake, and it's going to be a little bit out there. So AMD paying the bills. It climbed up for a bit, got above the support line, bounced up, came about a third of the way up the fibs, and now it's rejecting. Still looking at that thing to, if it holds above the support line, play around, could see it hit up at the $20 mark. And then if it breaks below the support line, see it drop on down all the way to $18.38. Next up is going to be the HD, the Home Depot, not to be confused with the Harley Davidson. And this one's going to be following that downtrend that it's been on. And you can see how it's kind of working out there now, where pre-market it dropped, came back up, respecting this resistance level, rejected that, rejected the support level we had drawn out. So I look to see this thing start channel trading, but it is definitely on the downward spiral at the moment. However, it's starting to put in some pretty good resistance right now. So actually this thing might be ready to see a reversal, and that could be an ascending triangle wedge if it holds it. But more than likely, I'm banking it's going to respect this and keep continuing down for the day. But you never know. They do what they do. And then on the high side, we had Apple, Baba, Nvidia, and Netflix. So let's take a look at Apple. Apple made it back up to the pre-market high. And then now it's currently rejecting off of that and heading on its way back down. Looking to see this thing stay above the support line. I think it just had a couple of bad days, and maybe it's ready to take its bounce now. Next one up is, and the high and the low is going to be around 198 to the top side and 188 to the low side. Baba we was looking at, it decided to pick up two at the SPY. So far, it bounced off of this pre-market support line. Why did I not have that green? And it is on its way up. Yeah, there we go. Guess that's as green as it's going to get right now. So far, it's holding out pretty good. On the high side, I'd look to expect this thing to get no more than 150-ish. And then on the low side, which I just don't see it coming down here, would have been the 137. But I see this thing playing around up in here. This line here that drops down to the 140, if it breaks underneath this resistance, I do expect this to be a solid line of support. And the next up is going to be Nvidia. We'll take a look at that. It is holding its own today and decided to bounce back nicely. It's actually almost testing that high of day that we was looking at. So the 200-ish, but it kind of stalled out there just below it, about the 198. I don't expect to say that it's done. Maybe it's just taking a breather. But if this thing has petered out to the upside, then expect it's going to retest this previous resistance of the day. And if it can hold it, it'll play around. If not, look to see it drop down and channel trade for the rest of the day. On the low side, the fibs had it at 183.9. Reasonable, but I think a tad low for today, given the bounce it had from the pre-market action. And actually, I think maybe I should redo this. Maybe this should look more like this. Yeah, definitely. All right, and lastly, we are going to have Netflix. Maybe I just should have stayed in bed today. I actually like Netflix, the way it was coming into this wedge here, and it broke out, and then it came back and it broke down through. So Netflix has had a ton of action today. And will it go higher or lower? I don't know. It's still kind of making its mind up, but it is definitely moving. So you've had $4 or $5 worth of movement here, and it hadn't been 30 minutes yet. So a lot of action out of Netflix today. Expect that if it can't break this support line, you're going to see that possibly come all the way down to as low as 285. And if it gets above this resistance line, it could go up as high as 303. That's what I got. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon.